Hi dear, YourScentBae here. It's officially fall, which means it's right time to pull out your coziest clothes and discover some great fragrances. Of course, today I would like to talk about those ones which I absolutely adore. There will be not even a single fragrance that I'm like 50-50 or like for 90%. I adore them like 100%. They are cozy, they're spicy, they're intense and casual. They're for all the taste, fruity, incensey, sweet, neutral for everyone, like for every single person on this planet Earth who want to experience this transitional period from the summer to the autumn to the fall season and warm yourself up to feel immediately this mood for the new exciting chapter of your life. Keep watching. And by the way, if you don't know me, then watch my other videos, and if I don't know you, make sure to say hi in the comments. And I'm actually quite excited to talk about those ones because I discovered them just recently during the spring and summer period, and I was waiting for fall to come to talk about them more. By the way, yes, I broke my nail, so please don't pay attention. Yeah, so the fragrance I discovered first in the beginning of the spring and the transitional period from the autumn. What am I talking about? From the winter to spring. It was the Sunshine from Amouage. Love at the first sniff. This fragrance is basically like peaches, but not the fresh ones, more like very ripe and preserved, like in the canes. It has some boozy aspect in them. This fragrance holds entire day and more. It projects, it gives you all this vibe, and it's like this fuzzy peaches with slightly animalic aspect as well. This is super unique. I haven't smelled nothing like this before, and I'm really gravitate into the unique fragrances. So this one, along with the guidance, is one of the best creations from Amouage. Not that actually I'm a fan from of other ones, but this one is absolutely love. It's like a kiss of the sun, of the last rays of the sun on your skin in this autumn period. Next one I have here, the ones no one talk about actually, from Le Bon Gerbois, Oud Lac, with some dry fruits, with some oud. So imagine, I'll tell you how this fragrance smells. Imagine you are baking the cake with dry fruits that you put previously in some alcohol, for example, like rum or something. So you are baked this cake. It's a warm cake with dry fruits and some booze in it, and you are burning some incense by the side. Not the incense like generic, more like a wood. Maybe you are by the fireplace, because there's definitely this wood aspect very prominent in it. It's actually names like a oud lac, what I'm talking about. But yes, you're eating the cake, eating the egg near the fireplace. This is how it smells. Delicious peaty that it just doesn't last. But if you don't want nothing super loud, you're looking for something that can slowly transfer you from the summery, maybe like a fresh fragrances, to something more deeper, appropriate for the autumn. Tardes from Carner, Barcelona, great choice. To me, I heard some people name it as a best almond scent. To me, it smells exactly like a fresh washed clothes with an almond softener. I find it great. I find it great specifically from this transitional period, and as well, it's super appropriate for the daytime wear when you are not gravitated into the any other fragrance. You just want to smell clean, slightly sweet, and at the same time, like you will feel that you have a really good skincare. This one is for you. And as well, if you're looking for something that you can wear on the daily basis to your office, this one for you. Another one that's gonna blend perfectly into your skin is the Musk Complexity. And come on, so what have you done? Like, I'm obsessed with this bottle, with these colors. So, it's not your animalic mask. It's not your clean mask. It's the mask that completely blends into your skin, and at the same time it has some character, it has some spice, slightly sweetness, more spice, and it's perfect. It just warms you up, it gives you that super cozy feeling, and it definitely gives you the mood for the entire day. And it's not annoying. It's not the, like a plain scent, or too spicy. It's just perfect. It's quite luxury with some spice. But I definitely cannot say quiet about Lamar from Kajal. And oh my god, like what are you doing? Kajal, please stop. I'm just collecting my money to buy all the fragrances from that brand. Almas, love, like love. If you haven't seen my video where I describe this fragrance, I'm gonna link it down below as all the other information. I just in love with that fragrance. But Lamar, it's even better. I finally found my perfect pineapple fragrance. And it's so juicy, it's so yummy, it's absolutely great one. It's not like all the other fragrances that have some pineapple in it. Like for example, I really love Bouton, I told you, but I don't feel that much pineapple in it. But Lamar, mm, super delicious, juicy. Mainly, this is what I'm getting from this, and it's immediately transfers me to this harvest season. I can imagine myself somewhere on the farm. I know, like maybe in Switzerland or somewhere else, in this beautiful environment where you can pick some berries and I don't know, like apples and all this stuff from the trees. So like being closer to the nature, if you know what I mean, because here there is some local farms. I actually haven't found one yet here, but I would like to visit. And it gives you that cozy experience, like a magazine or the Instagram picture. Really beautiful one. I literally, it's like a so well blended fragrance that you don't feel that this is a fragrance, but this is the fragrance. And at the same time it's so juicy, it can easily go through the entire summer and bring you down to the winter. Easy peasy. Adore this one, as well as I adore Ani from Nishane. Come here, no, come here. I finally, by the way, got my nose on the X collection, and I didn't knew that I need one fragrance from that one. And this is not Ani, not 100 Silent Ways. That fragrance just blew me away. I don't know why I didn't like the previous one, but I completely fell in love. I'm gonna talk about that one in my next video. But Ani, you definitely heard about this one a lot. If you haven't smelled it yet, I don't know what you are doing, because this is such a unique fragrance. In general, I think Many fragrances from Nishane are completely unique and such beautiful and sophisticated ones. Green vanilla? Who even came up with this idea? But this went out so great. Vanilla with a green note, with some ginger. I don't feel that much spiciness in it, but it's so elegant on the skin. By the way, absolute unisex. Men are rocking this fragrance as well as the women. And for everyone, it plays different direction. Mm, I love this one, and I'm considering to buy X2. That one is good too. Love. As well as, of course, I love ENCENS SUAVE. ENCENS SUAVE from Matiere Premier. You are wearing your best cashmere pullover and you're drinking some spicy tea by the fireplace, like a chai latte or something like this. It is smoky, it is spicy, but as well it is sweet. And it's so rounded and so well blended that by the fireplace from Replica, bye bye. Baby cat? I don't know you. Who are you? This one is the one you need this season. 100%. I know that there are some other fragrances from Matiere Premier that kind of hyping up, like Santal Austral. I have a little sample in here. I like this one as well as Bois de Bain. Is it called like this? I think so. I'm quite sure about this. But ENCENS SUAVE just stole my heart. It's beautiful. How many times I'm gonna say beautiful in this video? Doesn't matter, because this is what I'm feeling about this fragrance. And if you want to give some boost to your daily basis, if you want something sweet with some booze and some character, you should go for Amber Fever from Mancera. In general, I don't like Mancera. I haven't found that many fragrances from them which I like, but Amber Fever, it's like the light version of the Sensual Instinct from Monta, which I absolutely adore. Oh my god, it's so good. Seriously, it's so good. Some people do compare it to Baccarat Rouge. No, maybe it has some sweetness, but in general, I don't find them so similar. And it's so great, like with this cacao, with this tiramisu, with the whiskey notes. Ooh, absolutely delicious. But it might be too heavy for the moment. When it's still a little bit warm, not so cold, I would keep this one for the colder times. But the Amber Fever, definitely that one, definitely. I went at the first sniff, I recognized that it's something similar, and maybe actually it's more similar to Baccarat than Sensual Instinct. But try this one out, one of my favorite from Mancera. And of course, my number one, Tonka Cola. Like, I knew this fragrance way before all the hype. And I love Coca-Cola so much. I don't know, I'm just so obsessed with cola. I can drink it every day. I'm just trying to stop myself from doing this. But I absolutely adore cola. I'm obsessed with that. And I'm obsessed with everything which smells or tastes like cola. Tonka Cola, it's your Coca-Cola with cardamom. And it's sweet. This cola aspect a little bit goes away after some time of wearing, but you definitely gonna still feel this one. And cardamom, very prominent, very prominent. It stays there. So it's spicy cola, spicy cherry cola. Sorry, I forgot to mention it. It's a cherry Coca-Cola with cardamom. Love. Like, I think it's the perfect description of this fragrance. Absolutely adore it. Maybe it's not that rounded, well blended, sophisticated, complex fragrance as some other ones which I mentioned before, but I just adore it. I just adore this one. By the way, this is not a pillow, this is my little red kitten that doesn't like that I'm touching him. Yeah, he didn't find any other place besides behind me. Sure. Another fragrance I would like to mention, of course, it's Naxos from Xerjoff, and that was a love at the first sniff as well. Still haven't got my full bottle yet, unfortunately, but considering 100%, this is such a great fragrance, and I actually find it very unique. I haven't found any other fragrance that will smell exactly like this. Of course, I mentioned one before that smells similar, but the longevity for that one is not good at all. So Naxos definitely beats it, and I really love how it smells. It's super unisex fragrance. I know, I think more men do like this fragrance than women, and maybe some people find it simple. I don't find it simple. It's great one. It's absolutely beautiful fragrance with some bergamot, with some lavender, some honey. So it's sweet, but it's not like a sickeningly sweet. It's just a hint of sweetness, which I completely adore. I give up. Yes, I just say it like it is. I completely adore some sweetness in my fragrances, and there is tobacco. I never knew. I actually don't drink and I don't smoke. Oh, I mean, I occasionally drink some, like when we go out, or which is not that often, or when there is some festivities like a New Year or maybe even Christmas, I can have a glass of something. But in general, I don't smoke, like never. But I really love tobacco and some heavy alcohol like whiskey and rum in the fragrances. They're really great. They're really great, especially when they done that well as in Naxos. This white tobacco, and you literally can smell that this is not a heavy tobacco, it's a light tobacco. And as well with this honey, you can definitely feel this. It's like a very juicy mix of everything together with a bergamot, which gives some freshness. So it's not that heavy for the like a proper autumn period, or the for the winter time. Perfect to smoothly go into the colder time and to prepare yourself for some heavy stuff, you know. Love it, adore it. Absolute fantastic fragrance. As well as Gentle Fluidity Gold. Actually, I don't know, should I replace the Gentle Fluidity Gold with a Processor Extreme? That's a good question. Actually, no, they're quite different. I would say they have some similarities in them, but Gentle Fluidity Gold is one of the fragrances that my boyfriend said he loves, like on me. And in general, when I sprayed it the first time, he said like, "Oh my God, this is the best one you ever gave me to smell." Afterwards, I gave him so many other fragrances that definitely are super great, supreme ones. So he might change his mind, but I still remember this first impression, and I really love this one. The only thing that I think makes me a bit insecure, do I really need the full bottle? It's the fact that it's really musky, and on me this mask, it's a little bit like a sweaty mask. So I'm not sure about this. By the way, I had the same experience with Fleur Narcotique that after the wearing the entire day. It holds on my skin the entire day. Sorry if you don't have this experience with you. But yeah, I feel this like a sweaty muskiness. With Gentle Fluidity Gold, I feel it after, I would say, like half an hour. So it's definitely very prominent there. But at the same time, it's sweet. Sometimes it's too sweet for me, and I don't know why specifically. And in general, it reminds me more like a peaches thrown in a sweet syrup, like a sugary syrup. Still, I'm finding this fragrance very elegant, sophisticated, very beautiful, lightweight, and sweet for the sweet tooth as well. I will give you some more options if you're a gourmand lover in my next video.